Hello, my name is Juan Pulido. I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened in a blog recently. So, last night, there was two arrests going on at the same time. One was because domestic violence, and the other one happened because AJ was sharing his Netflix password with Louis and with Juan. So, we need to scroll back and realize this story is absolutely hypothetical, but according to Tennessee laws, it might lead to happen because of the Tennessee logging law. It was signed by the Governor Bill Hassan in 2011, and it has no effect ever since, reported by Today.com. So, according to Consumer Report, 46% of account holders at some point reported that they have shared either their password credentials or their username with someone else outside of their households. So, if we consider this as common, it's important us to consider if this is only happening in Tennessee, why should we care as a federal level? This is a law that was created by this state to adjust to some other laws that they have, and it shouldn't affect any other state, or it shouldn't restrict us here in Missouri, and never should restrict us at a federal level. I want to go back and explain the history of this law. I already said it was in June 1st, 2011, signed by the Governor Bill Hassan, and it became effective that day. So it's important for us to realize how Netflix has changed ever since. Netflix was not a big thing in 2011. No one could ever picture it will become the giant multimedia producer it is today. So it's important us to understand that this law is just repurposing a previous law for cable theft. The cable theft law was imposed by millionaire companies that were trying to protect their services at some point. That's why cable theft is at the state and federal level a crime. To a federal level, it's expressly legal according to the Don Rolls, the advice lawyer. So if we go back, we understand cable theft might be an issue, but this law was trying to be repurposed at a time where this couldn't be even happening. This law was expressly targeting Napster, and nowadays you will relate this law to Netflix. It's unthinkable for us to consider in a conversation like, hey, have you checked out Napster? Like, let me see your Napster account, because I don't have a Napster account, and I'm pretty sure none of my friends have a Napster account either. So it's important for us to think how this outdated law is affecting us today and is restricting our freedom. So as reported by LA Times, Reed Hastings, the CEO of Netflix, gave some declarations about this, and he expressly says, password sharing is not something we are very concerned about in Netflix. If we consider how they're going to measure if I'm using someone else's password somewhere else, how are they going to know? Why is our privacy in law? So this is colliding with two crucial topics today. One topic is the login law, but then it starts affecting the privacy issue, and privacy is a crucial topic in 2018. If we go back to the recent weeks, Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, had to go and to report to the Congress of the United States, according to the Consumers of America. Even than that, the senators had to question Mark Zuckerberg, say, hey, is really Facebook caring about the privacy of their users? Just because of Cambridge Analytica and this issue that was leaking and repurposing the users' information. So if we consider this big boom that happened not only in the United States, because according to elespectador.com, Cambridge Analytica was trying to manipulate not only government but people and political elections and campaign across different countries, including multiple countries in South America, because they were offering the information they collected illegally because violation of privacy. So it comes back to a circle. If we come back and we realize that we are not able to share a service is one thing, and we are not agree with that, because why wouldn't you? If it's something you're paying for and you want to share it with your friend, you want to pay for it half and half. I mean, it's not a crucial topic. It's not like Netflix is a company that's going to be better off or worse off because one person is sharing the password. It's something that doesn't really concerns either Netflix, HBO Plus, or any other cable premium subscription service. So it's important for us to consider why this law is happening. Our privacy is at risk every day. We carry our cell phones, which is basically a GPS tracker. It collects our information. It has pretty much ourselves inside there. All our information is just one Google search away. And it's a crucial topic. We need to take care of our privacy. And this law, if one day someone goes and knock into my door and asks me why I'm using AJ's password, why I'm using someone else's service, my privacy was evidently violated. And if this happens in the state of Tennessee, this outdated law from 2011 that was repurposed and is not doing any effect will violate my privacy. Absolutely. So we need to consider privacy is at risk, absolutely. But we can do something. We can take action. Whenever we see ballots regarding any type of privacy issues, any type of a law similar to this, we can go ahead and vote against it. Every time, and I hope not anytime soon or ever, we see a similar login law for Missouri, go ahead and vote against it. Cast your vote, do your ballot, make your effort, and take action against laws like this that are just restricting you from doing something. These laws are pretty much violating this, and we need to consider that the internet is an international community and a free space that collaborates with people from all around the globe. And why it would be fair if some people in another country have rights that are not limited, and here in the US, because of laws like the Tennessee login law, we can do the same they are doing just because our demographic or geographic location. It makes no sense at all because it's the same service and it's a limitation they're creating for us. How they're creating that limitation? By violating our privacy. So we need to collide and we need to take action against this crucial topic that will affect us today, because it's important for us to give a clear statement to lawmakers, decision makers, and the Congress. If our money as taxpayers is worth debating for hours topics like this, if two teenagers are sharing their Netflix password, if they're sharing their Spotify, they're sharing their HBO Plus to watch Game of Thrones, or is it worth discussing how they're going to improve the education in our country, how they're going to improve our healthcare system, if people can really afford these two things I mentioned before, or is technologies that are coming that we need to adapt to. It's important for us to understand our priorities and prioritize